Whatever touches your truck is going to scratch your truck. That's where a lot of your swirls come from when you're washing your truck up. This is how we do it here at Immaculate Paint Protection. Hey, it's Bill at Immaculate Paint Protection. Today, let's wash up a Ram TRX. The truck came in 2 years ago. Our friend George at the shop, this is the third vehicle we did for George. Today, we're gonna wash it up for him. It's actually gonna be easier for us to wash. The truck already has ceramic coating, already has PPF on it. So we can get into the nuances of how you wash a ceramic coated car, how you wash a PPF car. Let's wash the wheels and the tires first. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna spray Gyeon iron wheel cleaner on the wheels. The reason we're washing the wheels and the tires first is this is the dirtiest part of any vehicle. Now we're gonna spray Gyeon tire cleaner on. We're gonna let this set up for 2 to 4 minutes. What we found at Immaculate Paint Protection is the higher quality tools, the higher quality chemicals, they always win. Again, I'm looking to produce the highest quality results for my clients. They're looking for the best results. That's why we're using this here. Next thing we're gonna do is we got a dedicated tool set here. We're gonna use a nice, super soft boar's hair brush on the wheel faces. Now we're gonna pull out the lug nut brush. We're gonna use the lug nut brush, believe it or not, on the lug nut. Next, we're gonna pull the barrel brush out. We're gonna clean the barrel. You always wanna inspect your tools before they touch the car. Look, it's got a rubber tip at the end. That's the difference between the winners and the losers at the car show, guys. Here's our fender well brush. We're gonna come in, we're gonna scrub these fender wells, get all the dirt, all the grime off the fender wells. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna scrub the tires. We have a dedicated tire brush here. Now we can rinse the tire and the wheel off. Always take a step or two back, turn the pressure washer wand on, and I step into it. I'm stepping into it so I don't blast dirty water all over my nice New Balance shoes here. I got the dad shoes going on. Corvette guys, comment below what's your favorite style New Balance. After that's all done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in the truck here. We're gonna drive the truck forward or backward. What I'm looking to do is I wanna move the truck so I can get the wheel rotated 180 degrees, right? So what's on the bottom becomes on the top. We're gonna go through and we're gonna repeat the wash process on the wheels and the tires. That way we can get everything thoroughly clean. So the wheels and the tires are all cleaned up. We wiped down the floor. Let's go into Gyeon tar. We're in the pre-soak phase of the truck wash right now. So we're gonna use Gyeon tar. We're spraying on, that's all we're doing. Now, there's PPF on here. That's another reason I'll recommend Gyeon tar to my clients is because I know it's safe on the PPF. I'm using it on here. Now, if you want to run the risk and you want to try to save some money and use a cheaper product, you absolutely can do so. You can do so at your own risk though. If you're going to buy something cheap, you're going to test it out, try something inconspicuous, like down here under the bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to wait and see what happens, right? So a cheap product, what it could do is it could stain that black plastic. That's what you really want to avoid. That's why you're going to spend a couple extra bucks. That's what I'm doing here at my shop. That's a tip you can take it home. So another thing about the tar here, what I would do is I would have a couple extra bottles of this at home. The reason I'd have a couple extra bottles is right before school season, back to school season starts, and they start painting all the traffic lines out on the road, on the highway. That wet paint gets kicked up, it gets in the fender wells, it gets down the side of the truck, it's down the side of the car. People are freaking out. Well, they should be freaking out because you want to take care of that traffic paint immediately. Let's get bug and grime. The reason you want to get the bugs off the truck as soon as possible is those bugs, they'll have an acid in it. If that acid gets down there, etches it up, and we've seen the damage just on native paint. To correct that, we got to either wet sand it in the worst case, or we got to polish it down to remove that paint past where it's etched. So let's avoid it. Let's not let the bugs sit on there for too long and destroy your paint. The question we'll get then is how long, how often should we clean the bugs off? I would tell you to clean the bugs off as soon as they get on the truck. If that's once a week, that's once a week. If it's once a month, it's once a month. You just use your common sense, please. That's what you need to do. So we got our pre-soak done. Gyeon tar sitting on the truck. Gyeon bug and grime is on the truck for a couple minutes now. Let's get into the foam can. Took the wand off the pressure washer. Just a quick connect. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure this foam cannon is not going to blow off. If it's going to blow off and hits the floor, no big deal, right? If the foam cannon blows off and that's the big side of this TRX here, I got a big problem. So let's spray it on. We're gonna let the Gyeon foam set up for a couple minutes here, 2 to 4 minutes. It just starts breaking off the vehicle. When it starts breaking off the vehicle, it starts dissipating off. we can rinse it off with the pressure washer. What's the purpose of the foam? The purpose of the foam is to come in and emulsify. It's going to hopefully grab that dirt, it's going to loosen it up. So now when we take pressure washer, we can use the force of the pressure from the pressure washer. We get up close and we want to flush all the dirt, all the grime, the grit from the sand. That's where a lot of your swirls come from when you're washing your truck up. So let's get this off before we even touch the truck down. Now we're still going to have to come back and wash it, but let's use the pressure washer. Let's rinse it off. Let's get the truck as super clean as possible so there's nothing on the truck, hopefully at this point, damage the paint to the point where we need to polish it. That's what we're trying to avoid. So we're talking about using the pressure washer here. So there's PPF here on this fender, there's PPF here on this bumper, there's matte PPF on this hood, which gives it the matte appearance. I didn't take this truck apart, but I wrapped the edges into the fender well, so I'm not worried about that. I can get a little more aggressive with the pressure washer wand in the shop here because I got a bunch of PPF in the back there and I got a plotter, right? So if I really goof something up here, I can get myself out of trouble, but the intention is not to goof something up. If I put the pressure washer right here, and turn it on at this edge, any of these seams, quote unquote seams, I guarantee you I'll blow water in there. Don't get any closer than 6 inches. On the flat areas where it's not, you can get a little bit closer to it. Something to consider if you do have PPF on your truck and you're taking it to a detailer, let the detailer know, hey, I got this PPF on there. You better be careful washing it. That'll put them on notice to be a little more diligent with it. Everything's foamed off, rinsed off. Now let's use an iron decon step. We're gonna do this 1-2 times a year. Now, it shouldn't be that bad because this truck has got a ceramic coating. We want to get the ceramic coating as clean as possible. Ceramic coating can get back to the original state and start performing better for it. Spray the iron decon on. Let's let this set up 2 to 4 minutes again. We're inside. Don't do any of this stuff in the full sun, guys, gals. So if you're to do this at home, find out what part of the day you got the shade. Your car, your truck in the afternoon in the shade. So the last after the iron decon sets up 2 to 4 minutes, really flush out these seams here. That's where the stuff will hang out into. Get in there, get some extra water in there, flush those seams out really good, get everything rinsed off. Now we can move on to the next step. So we do a contact method wash now. We take the wash mitts. We got clean water in the red bucket. We Gyeon bathe in the green bucket here. 2 big square wash mitt, microfiber. So the red bucket, we always wring out, wash out the wash mitt. We dunked it 3 times. We're gonna come in, we're gonna get some soap. There you go. Just wring it out a little bit. And now we're gonna do straight line motion. So we're gonna go front to back, and we're gonna flip the wash mitt, and we're gonna go side to side. Now the reason we're doing these straight line motions and not Karate Kid style is because if we do put any marring in there, straight lines will be less noticeable than circle swirl. We're gonna use these on the body panels, on the glass, on the PPF here. Now it's super smooth, which is nice. That's what I want. At the very end of the job, we have this Gyeon cuffed wash mitt. The reason we use the cuffed wash mitt, it's smaller. We're gonna do that at the very end. We're gonna open the doors and do the door jambs. We'll do the rocker panels. We'll do all the lower areas. Now we're gonna do that at the very end because those areas probably still have some grit, some grime. If we do it at the very end, if we pick up any grit, any grime, it's not gonna damage the body panels on that. We got the Gyeon silk dryers here. They're nice, big, luxurious microfiber towels. Whatever touches your truck is gonna scratch your truck. Buy some high quality microfiber towels. You don't have to buy 50 towels, but if you buy high quality stuff and you take care of it for a big truck like this, where we're gonna use a minimum of 3 of these silk dryer towels, I'd say probably 4. That way, if you do drop one, you can set it off to the side. You don't have to take the risk of dropping something and scratching it up. We're gonna use these nice black towels here. We're gonna use the black look cool. We're gonna use those on the door jambs and on the wheels and the tires. Again, wheels and tires, door jambs, that's the dirtiest part of the vehicle. We don't wanna cross-contaminate. We don't wanna pick up some dirt, take that dry sand and rub that all over the black paint. You know that's not gonna look good. That's how you're gonna mar the paint. But if you follow these steps by using dedicated towels, you're not gonna mar your paint. Thanks for sticking around for us today. I know we've been here for a while. Appreciate you sticking around, watching us clean up this truck for George here. I know George's gonna be super happy when he comes to pick up his truck. We had a great time washing this truck up today. If you could hit the like, subscribe button, really would appreciate that. Watch our other videos, other trucks, other cars, see what we do. Subscribe to us. We got some behind the scenes videos, shops you heard, Immaculate Paint Protection. All these process videos are on our website at immaculatepaintprotection.com for you to view. If you want a step-by-step guide as to how to wash your truck, car, high dollar sports car, exotic car, check out immaculatepaintprotection.com/car wash. We'll get you the pro tips right there. We got complete kits. If you want to buy anything that we saw today in the video, check out our shop page at immaculatepaintprotection.com. We got complete car wash kits for you to match up the processes you've seen here today.